Hey guys, what's up, it's iFlynn here, and today we're going to be learning how to farm Saryn in Warframe. Now, if you've been watching the previous episodes of the How to Farm guide, you're going to notice that we've been using Mesa, and Mesa is just one of those frames that can completely obliterate a boss or pretty much any enemy in the game, no matter the level, implying you're modding her correctly. So the build that we're using in today's video is the exact same as one in the last video, but don't worry, I will show it. But to get Saryn, go to the market, press your interaction button, type in Saryn like so, click on Saryn, press this button right here, and then it says that we have to get the Saryn optics, Saryn chassis, and Saryn systems, which we get off the boss on Sedna. Now, you're this deep into the game, you're gonna have your operator mode, you're gonna have decent mods, so I'm just gonna show you guys straight up good builds in today's video. So, Saryn optics, Saryn chassis, all drop from Kela to Thaym, and she's a pretty easy boss if you bring Mesa, but don't worry, like I said, I'll explain the build. So let's head to the foundry and go ahead and look at our Mesa build. So purchase that blueprint in the market, and then we're going to farm the stuff. So this is my Mesa build. If you don't have the Umbral versions or the Prime versions of the mods, go ahead, use the regular versions and get them as high of a rank as possible. So Umbral Vitality for health, Umbral Intensify for power strength, continuity or Constitution for duration, then Prime Continuity for duration as well. Norm Minded for even more duration, Hunger Message for more duration, Streamline for casting efficiency, Prime Flow for energy, Power Drift for a little bit more power strength as well, and then the cruise protection on here to reduce enemies armor, which gives us more damage in general. You can replace this for energy siphon if you struggle keeping up your energy because you don't have the likes of energy pads or energizing dash. Moving on, we're going to be using the Ignis in today's video as well, because there's a stage where you have to shoot multiple little buttons, and the Ignis makes it very, very easy. However, the build doesn't matter, but here's the build anyway. So this is a kind of really good build for the Ignis, so I like it. It's pretty good. Kills things pretty fast, if you ask me. Serration Split Chamber for damage, Fatal Acceleration for fire rate, Point Strike for crit chance, Fatal Sense for crit damage, Elemental Combo. Then Prime being off, we're going to use Grenier in today's video instead of Corrupted because we're fighting versus Grenier, and this is a very good mod, even developers say so. Secondary doesn't matter. I'm going to use the Aximati and use a crit build just because I feel like it. So we have Hornet Strike, Brawl Diffusion, Lethal Torrent for our main damage, Pistol Gambit, Target Cracker for our crit chance and crit damage. Again, use the regular versions if you don't have these. Convulsion, Path Runs for your elemental combo. Then I have Hydraulic Crosshairs here. However, if you want to, you can use Augur Pact. You can use another element, whatever. It's kind of up to you. So to use another element, you'd swap this with that, and then you would make Heated Charge right there. And then there you go. But I personally prefer my Hydraulic Crosshairs just because it's just something that I've gotten used to playing with. And then your melee weapon also doesn't matter too much. Use whatever you like. I'm just going to keep the Redeemer on here for shits and giggles. And then your Regulators is the final thing. These are very important. It's basically a crit build, except you're swapping your Hydraulic Crosshairs for your Anemic Agility. So you have your main damage mods right here. Your crit mods, again, replace these Prime versions with normal if you don't have them. And then your Elemental Combo and Anemic Agility for more fire rate. I also have Arcane Velocity on here, which increases secondary fire rate on crit. So because the Regulators count as secondaries, it increases the fire rate of those, which increases DPS in turn, which is really, really good. So yeah, make sure you've got your Saryn blueprint purchased from the market, and then head to Sedna. And then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be killing Kela to Thaym. But before you can kill Kela to Thaym, you're going to want to go ahead and get judgment points. So you can see that we need 25 judgment points to actually kill Kela right here. So to get judgment points, you got to be playing these arena missions right here. So using the builds that I showed you, the Mesa builds, the Mesa build and the Regulators build, go into this mission and just kill everything with your Peacemakers, your fourth ability. So jump into the air, press 4, hold down your left click, spin your mouse around, kill literally everything you can to get those judgment points up. And these are very short, quick missions. They'll take like 2-3 minutes each. You get a decent amount of endo from the highest tier one if you're doing it right, because if you bring like a Necros, Nidus, and Mesa here, you can get a lot of endo. But yeah, so just do the lowest level one if you struggle, but then, of course, if you do the higher ones, you're going to get more judgment points, but, you know, it's really down to doing whatever you're comfortable with. It'll just mean the harder one you do, the faster you're going to get those judgment points to go ahead and do marrow and yada yada yada. So just play them and store up your judgment points, and then jump into marrow, and then I'll show you how to kill the boss. So this is a very easy boss, especially if you understand how to play Mesa. You just hit your second ability, you hit your third ability, so you get that damage buff up from your 2, and then you also have the damage reduction from your 3, and then your Peacemaker with your 4th ability. You basically murder everything, right? So I'm assuming, because you're this deep into the game, you have your operator mode. Your operator mode is the thing that you get after the War of In, and basically you can go completely immune to damage whenever you go into it, and you crouch, and that's going to be very important during this fight today. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get to the boss first, and then I'll kind of explain the mechanics. So hack the thing. You can get some pretty good mods from this as well, such as acid shells for the Sobek. There's some good mods that are worth picking up here. I don't know all of them off by heart at the minute, but of course, like, as they kind of come up in videos, I'll talk about them and, you know, bring up the fact that you can get them from this boss, and kind of like link this video and killing Kela and yada yada yada. So yeah, that's pretty much that. But let's go ahead and kill Kela. So this is the start of kind of the boss tile set, right? You have this lava and stuff. This will be completely new to you, but yeah, make sure you have your Ignis Wraith for this bit. Either doesn't really matter, like either works. So stand on this button, and you see this thing, this is going to start rotating. So make sure there's none of the rollers. Stand on the button and just hold down your fire button, and that's going to hit the little button for you, and then you're going to start the boss fight. So the boss fight's going to start. Skip the cutscenes. 2 and 3, jump over here, press 4, aim at Kela, she's gone. Get in the middle, go into your operator form. For some reason I'm invisible, don't know why, just roll with it. Okay, and then it's going to say orbital strike in 4, 3, 2, 1. Now press V on your keyboard, and now you're completely immune to this orbital strike, right? Then when you see the timer appear again, go ahead, go out of your void mode, stand on the buttons, use your Ignis to hit all the things, like so. So you have to do that 4 times. Jump over here again, look in the middle, wait for Kela to come out of the sky, go into your Peacemaker, hold down your left click, rinse and repeat, jump in the middle, go into void form or operator mode, wait for the orbital strike, still waiting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press V. Wait for it. Rockets. Stand on the button. Okay. And then do the thing again with the Ignis. Like so. Now you jump over here again. Cast your 2 and your 3 if they happen to go down. My 2 is about to go down. Press your 4. And she's dead. And she drops her mod. Easy peasy. So, very straightforward boss fight. And at the end, she's going to drop a part for Saryn. So, Neuroptics and Chassis share the exact same drop chance of 32%. And then the Systems has a drop chance of 28%. Just get to the exit. You're going to get your mods. So, if we're lucky, we get Acid Shells. Yeah, Acid Shells is pretty good. It's really good for the Sobek. You can combine that with a Riven and makes it very, very powerful. But, yeah, so the Neuroptics and the Chassis share the same drop chance of 32, then Systems is 28. So if you get the Systems first run, you're super lucky. Of course, you can do this with other frames like Limbo if you happen to have them, Frost, you can do it with Excalibur. But I just feel like Mesa is Mesa's kind of your go-to. And then whenever you farm up your Chassis, your Systems, your Neuroptics, go to your Foundry. Go to the top left-hand corner. Whenever you click on the Warframes tab, type in Saryn, S-A-R-Y-N, and then Saryn Chassis, craft it, Saryn Neuroptics, craft it, and Saryn Systems, craft it. Of course, implying that you've bought your blueprint from the market. So just go here, type in Saryn, like so, and then blueprint right here, this little button, purchase blueprint, 35,000 credits. Pretty straightforward, pretty awesome. Saryn is, I want to say, top 4 frames in the current meta of Warframe as I'm making this video. Could change. She is basically infinitely scaling damage on her 1, a damage buff on her 3, which is 2 times for her melee, and then almost map-wide viral debuff on her 4, which also deals damage over time. She's insane. She's one of the best streams in the game at the minute, and I love her to pieces simply because of how useful she is in the likes of like an endurance run where you're going for like a super long time, right? So yeah, that is how you farm Saryn. Like I said, you can do it with a bunch of other ways. Get an Ignis. Ignis will speed that fight up. Do it solo, bring Mesa. And yeah, that's the most efficient way that I can kind of come up with farming that specific frame or that specific boss. As for the arena missions and stuff like that, the judgment points, playing the lowest tier one if you're not comfortable doing the higher tier ones is fine. If you want to do the higher tier arena missions to get more points faster, that's totally fine as well. You're going to benefit from that because you're going to be getting more endo, and I'm assuming at this point in the game you're going to want that endo because you want to upgrade your mods. So try to match my builds as closely as possible. Obviously, prioritizing the mods to give you the biggest damage buff or the biggest duration, biggest strength buff first, and then you should be good to go. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead, hit that like button below. And if you want to see more Warframe content from me, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.